What if I told you that your 25,000 Iraqi dinar note could now be worth over $100,000? At first, this might sound unbelievable, even outrageous. But across the country, reports are surfacing that private redemption centers are offering enormous payouts for Iraqi currency. Individuals are stepping forward, claiming to have exchanged their dinar notes for six-figure sums. For many who have held on to their dinars for years, waiting and hoping, this could be the financial breakthrough they've been anticipating. This isn't just another rumor circulating online. The volume and consistency of these claims suggest there is something unusual and potentially very real happening behind the scenes. Whether you're a long-time holder of Iraqi dinars or someone new to the currency game, now may be a critical moment. The opportunity that once seemed purely speculative could now be taking shape. At the heart of this situation are specialized financial facilities known as redemption centers. These institutions are not ordinary banks. They operate under different protocols and often work through private contracts or exclusive agreements. According to numerous accounts, they're currently offering exchange rates for the Iraqi dinar that far exceed the official market value. In some cases, people are reporting receiving as much as $100,000 for a 25,000 dinar note. That implies an exchange rate of over $40 per dinar, an astonishing number compared to the current rate you'd find through traditional financial channels. These centers are reportedly operating under the radar, selectively inviting or accepting individuals for what some are calling a tiered exchange. This means not everyone has access, at least not yet. It may be part of a larger system of early redemption opportunities tied to anticipated economic changes in Iraq or even on a global scale. Some financial observers suggest that Iraq may be preparing for a major currency reform, including a possible redenomination that would reduce the number of bills in circulation and stabilize the economy. If this is the case, then the high rates being offered by redemption centers might be a response to anticipated changes, or perhaps even part of an early international financial agreement. While governments and global institutions have not officially confirmed such a plan, the growing number of private exchanges suggests there's more happening than most people realize. The reports are hard to ignore. In forums and private communities, people are sharing stories of walking into redemption centers and walking out with large checks or immediate transfers to their accounts. One user claimed they brought in a 25,000 IQD note and left with $95,000. Another said they couldn't believe it until the money hit their account. While we always advise caution, the consistency of these stories is enough to make anyone. If you're thinking of exploring this opportunity, the first step is to ensure your dinar notes are authentic and well-preserved. Redemption centers are unlikely to accept damaged, counterfeit, or heavily worn currency. Next, research local or regional facilities that are known to offer redemption services. With the buzz spreading quickly, scams are also on the rise, so it's vital to verify any center before making contact. Read user reviews, look for trusted recommendations, and when possible, call ahead to confirm their legitimacy, their current rates, and any appointment requirements. Some centers require advance bookings and may request proof of identity, source of funds, and ownership of currency. Prepare all necessary documentation before your visit. Always take safety seriously. If you're carrying valuable currency, don't go alone. Travel with someone you trust, and avoid sharing your plans publicly or online until your transaction is complete. Choose centers with visible security measures, such as surveillance systems or even armed personnel. It may sound extreme, but when tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars are potentially on the line, safety becomes a non-negotiable priority. Exchange rates being offered vary dramatically. Some individuals report being offered only $2 per dinar, while others are getting $40 or more. This disparity means it's essential not to take the first offer you receive. Shop around. Make a list of available centers and compare what they offer. Ask about any hidden fees, deductions, or requirements. And always, without exception, request full documentation and receipts for every transaction. Transparency is key, especially when dealing with large financial exchanges. A few extra steps now could mean tens of thousands more in your pocket later. People are understandably asking why these high exchange rates are available now. It's likely the result of multiple economic factors. Some experts speculate that Iraq may be preparing to revalue or redenominate its currency. If a formal change is coming, whether through a revaluation or a global monetary adjustment, then redemption centers might be preparing by offering these elevated rates in advance. It's possible that agreements are already in place to facilitate this early access for certain holders, though the full details remain unclear. What is clear is that significant movement is happening, and those paying attention could benefit. If this window of opportunity is indeed real, it may not remain open for long. Insiders are suggesting that the current high-rate redemptions could only be available for a limited time before new policies, rate caps, or restrictions are introduced. If the Iraqi government officially announces a currency revaluation, it's likely that future redemptions will have to go through official banks, and rates could become tightly controlled or dramatically reduced. That means people who act early could... Of course, there's always the possibility that this is a short-lived phenomenon. If you miss the opportunity, your dinars may still hold value, but not necessarily at these premium rates. And if Iraq moves forward with a redenomination plan that removes zeros from the currency, your 25,000 dinar note could suddenly become worth just 25 dinars. Unless you exchange before such a change, that could represent a catastrophic drop in value. That's why many financial advisors recommend redeeming now, while the higher rates are available. Online forums are full of testimonies from people who claim to have successfully redeemed their notes for enormous sums. Despite the inherent risk of misinformation, the growing number of consistent stories suggests that something real is happening. If you've had an experience with redemption, consider sharing it. Your story could help someone else make an informed decision. And if you're considering redeeming multiple notes, you can, though many centers have limits on how much can be exchanged per transaction or per day. It's best to ask in advance and schedule accordingly. For those with large quantities of currency, some centers even offer private rooms and additional services such as financial consulting. Don't underestimate the importance of documentation. Treat this like any major financial move. Keep copies of all paperwork, receipts, and correspondence. You may need them for legal or tax purposes later on. Make every decision strategically, not emotionally. This could be a life-changing moment, but only if handled with care. If you do redeem your currency and walk away with a significant sum, take a breath before spending. Use this opportunity to pay down debts, build a financial cushion, or invest in long-term assets like real estate, gold, or high-yield savings accounts. The worst thing you could do is treat it like sudden lottery money and blow it quickly. Make your money work for you in a way that protects your future. The situation with the Iraqi dinar isn't just about a currency. It could be part of a broader financial reset that affects global markets. If these revaluations are legitimate and ongoing, the impact could be profound. Turning a piece of paper into six figures would be nothing short of extraordinary. But it appears that for some, this is already a reality. The key is to stay informed, act wisely, and protect yourself. You've waited a long time for this. If you believe now is the moment to act, make sure you do it with preparation, caution, and clarity. The window may be small and the stakes are high. You have the information. Now it's time to decide what to do with it. Thank you for staying with us through this important update. As the situation evolves, we'll continue to bring you the latest news, insights, and tips. If you've experienced a redemption yourself or have questions, share your thoughts in the comments. Your insight could help thousands. Your financial future could hinge on what you choose to do right now. This isn't just hype anymore. With the right steps, this could be your opportunity. Stay informed, stay protected, and above all,